So, welcome to the Right Talk, where we try to give the details about the financial planning and how we can help each other to do a little bit better. And being, I can say, Independence Day coming very close by, and we call as an Independence Day month is coming across. So, we thought we should have a financial freedom. So, I'm trying to drive the financial freedom across and especially for the women because being myself as a woman I has very close to us that how we become a financial independent ourselves. And good news is last so many years the people have started be becoming very I can say confident in taking a decision on financials. So that's a very good thing and I'm very proud to have this session close to my heart. So I'll just start with where I always believe that please clap yourself, raise your hand, and pat yourself because we are like a CFO of our family. It's very easy to make sure that we are managing our house, our kids, our family, our I can say if you're working in an office, everything. So when I always start the session, I think the best financial planners are our mothers. So today, I think so. After this call, please call your mother and thank them because they are the person I have always noticed. They take care of so well, which we are not able to take care. So just think about maybe sometimes and feel that our parents and ourselves they have been doing so wonderfully well. I don't remember once also my mother has told that I don't have a money or something like that. And they have made our expectations very right. So we used to have only the new clothes when there is a festival or the birthday. It's not like this, okay, there is some sale is going on, let me go and buy. Or I don't think so. We used to go out for the outside dinner or lunch every weekend or once or twice in a month. It was very structured when we have a festival or the birthday. That was the time we used to say that we have the best of food, what we love, but we were much better and it was so nice. I felt without our academic degrees, our parents and our mothers was the best financial planner, I think so. And I have so I'm being giving my background a little bit. I am ex-army person's daughter, and I remembered my parents are so disciplined and all the stuff. So they used to always say that if you have not planned for it, you better not get it at. So it's very easy for us to say that, okay, I wanted, yesterday I was talking to my daughter and they were saying, no, I wanted to buy something. And I said, do you know that you will use that thing or not? So their answer is no, because it is nice and it is cheap and then I'll buy it. So sometimes all of us make these mistakes very common that we buy because we think it is cheap and but we may not need it. That's the one thing I have noticed a lot of time. And this is the one of the habits which, so today I am going to take a session for, I can say financial planning for women, by women, and for women. So everything it's a thing. Second thing is I'm just trying to give an example, including me, what I'm doing, what I'm asking my daughters to do it, and everybody, and all the financial women whom I'm handling as a planner, as a portfolio, their experience. Last 2 months, I was not having so good experience because I have 5 or 7 cases where I am handling, it's called wealth transfer cases, where husband has expired due to COVID and I'm handling those women because they are going through the emotional case. Of course, so many emotions are going very high and how to handle it. And I want all of us not to have that issue. So I keep telling people, it's okay, your husband or fathers are taking care of your portfolio. There's nothing wrong in that. But make sure you are aware of, because out of 5, 3 even don't know that where all their husband has invested. They don't know they are part of a nominee or not a nominee. Some places I'm fighting a case on where they have just got married, they have not even changed the nominee. The money has gone to the mother-in-law, and our mother-in-law is not okay to give the money back to them. So it's even the legal case is going on the legal hire. So these are my learnings being in a woman. Sometimes we are so focused in our own work, we to know and aware of. So please make sure it's okay, very nice if you are handling and you wanted to learn, But in case if you are not handling, there's nothing to worry about it, but just be aware of and let us they know where are they being taken care of. So good news is this is the last 1 week data. I am just trying to explain it here. When I read it, I feel so happy because I am being worked in a Wipro and Infosys for 15 years. And they are saying that they are going to focus on women. And being in a right horizon, I can say we are more than 50% women. So it's a very nice feeling to know that women are being given a more importance to take care of it. Because once upon a time when I was working in a GE in US, there was a queries keeps coming that there is a difference in the salaries and there is a difference in what you call ladder based, and the directors are less in the women, and that's the reason SEBI has made it as a mandate. All the listed companies should have a one woman directors, in their board. So that's one of the reason it's nice, because I believe it's my own perception, maybe right or wrong, that we are the person who thinks little differently and practically, and that makes a lot of changes in an overall level. So I'll give you the simple example for this week presentation. And when we have a team which help us to do the digital marketing and all, and they says first write up has gone as that it is good to have financial planning because there is a gender bias with the pay difference. And I just called them and I told them I don't want this done. Can we have a mute, Nidisha? So I just told them I have not faced any time. Can I request everybody to mute, please? Thank you. So I have never faced and never seen people having a differential in salaries because of a gender or something. So I said, I don't want those and leave it across. And I believe that it is up to us. If you feel it is a gender bias, we should stand up and tell that I am working the same way and my productivity and my thing is same, why I should be having it. And that's where you'll log out. So it's nice to see people are getting more hired women, focusing on that. And another thing I have noticed, which is very true, because I can also feel people are calling me, that a lot more people started having a woman as an investor and women going to the stock side also quite a lot. And especially in COVID, they says we are feeling what to do. And last 1.5 years, the women as opening their demat account was much higher. And this is the one a real customer of mine. There's wife is around 54 or 55, and she says, Rachna, I wanted to learn trading and I wanted to do the opening a demat. And I said, yes, why not? And it's good to have it. But my question to everybody is, it is very good to learn. It's very good to implement and execute. But don't do something which is half baked also. So it is okay. I always told her also, it's okay. You take a 2 lakhs, you start learning over the period. That's when we fail, we learn the most. And especially in our market design, nothing will happen. Maximum you will lose 2 lakhs. But don't make a habit of doing such a high risk, then you do FNO and you have to pay more than 20 to 30 lakhs. So some things we have to realize, and best of our ability, the women are not taking much risk. So that's a good part of it. So this is the, I can say, things which has been coming across. What are the, I can say, people talking about Indian ensuring the attaining the financial freedom. We are towards that as a woman, but still we are a little lacking behind. Of course, there's sometimes a cultural bias. It is, I can say, the bring and brought up, the value systems. It has been there quite a lot, and this has been changing quite a lot. I can tell you because my daughter is 20 years old, and when I say something and she says, how you can say that? This is not the right way. You cannot think of like that. And that's the one thing I'm realizing, that the young generation is being very smart, and she being some youngsters and their things, they said, yes, I should have a separate portfolio. Why I should combine with my whatever my husband is or something. So that's a good thing. People have taking a very good known knowledge on financial. So when this is done by the Scriptbox and the Grow, this survey, I'm just trying to put it across how these financial freedoms You can think of men versus women. So they think that 40% of the women is working towards a financial freedom. 22% says they are confident on a personal finance, and they are saying they are considering themselves as financially literate. So that's nice, and I believe things not only me, many more are doing this. So these number will grow, and I feel some days we will happen that we will be having a higher than the men's also. So to make sure that the best part of women financial planning or a woman is, it's like a story of Kurt goes, no, that what is a woman power is actually. So somebody has told me very beautifully the story of saying that woman power is like a spoon of curd. So when we try to set the curd, it is like you have such a big vessel of milk, but only one spoon of curd, after sometimes it spread everywhere and it become the curd. So woman power is like that, because it's not only helping self, it's helping the family, it's helping the next generation of their kids, and then goes a multi generations. So if I am trying to say to myself that I am disciplined investor, my kids see the same thing, and I'm saying to my daughter also, because she started doing internship and getting some money, how to save for yourself, how to buy when you want, how to budget. I've been saying you write it in your water, even if you want diary or a mobile app, what is an expense. So I am trying to tell the next generation, and that's where her family and her generation goes. And that is the power of women. And that's why I always believe that financial freedom from the woman starting is actually is a more on a society and family than a just a self. So today I'm just trying to say more on how to do financial freedom and step to achieve next to your dreams, how to do it close by. Feel free. I will try to complete within I can say 40-45 minutes, and I'll try to take as many questions I want. I'll be happy if I'm not able to take questions. Please write it down to me. I'll be happy to call one by one and try to do my best within 2-3 days. So how to manage, and I am sure I don't have to go through this more, because I'm very confident all the women are more disciplined and budget. I normally don't go. So light of time, somebody was asking me ki how you do it. I said no, I keep a budget very clearly, ki how much I should buy for gifts, even for Christmas or for birthdays or any other festival time. When I go for buying anything, even it's online or offline, I don't do it, my husband do it. But if it is online or offline, I normally make a list and buy. I never go anything without in my mind ki how much I should do it. So we all are very good in making a budget. Don't go over budget. So most of the time, it happens sometimes that when we don't write it, we go over budget. So these are the things we should keep it in our mind whenever there is a money is concerned, when your salary comes, how to plan and how you can achieve the financial goals. So financial goals itself is a very important part, which I will take it in the next few slides. Control your financial futures is very important. Achieve your financial goals, not only yours, your family, self plus family. So most of the time when we are trying to say, this has happened with me also, when we started working and we are being, of course, one fortunate enough, God grace, that we are working very well and getting a good salary, and then we commit quite a lot. When we start committing quite a lot, and suddenly we wanted to take some other role, and that's what it happened in 90. I started working in Wipro from 94 and got married in 98. When I got the first baby in 2001, what happened? I was having an EMI, and when we have an EMI, I was not able to get the extended, I can say, the maternity leave. So what happens when you start committing yourself little higher than what you're earning? I have to go abroad and work maybe for 6 to 8 months or maybe year plus in trenches. And I felt I missed the good time to spend time with my daughter. And that's where I always try to say, whenever as a woman, when we are doing, and that's made me to think. And I told my husband that I will not have a second kid till I'm sure that I have the time in my own thing. So when we got the second kid, I quit and I joined Right to License because I was very particular that I don't want to go to the same mental stress that because I have some commitment, I'm not able to spend time with the kids. So whenever we are as a woman are doing, please try to understand sometimes how you should not overcommit when you're having earnings, or make sure that you have a good surplus so you can take your own decision which is not impacting your emotions, because we are very high on emotions, and that's really feel us guilty, and still I feel guilty that I didn't spend my time enough to the daughter when she was below 1 year. So a very important part is income expenses. Even you're earning or not earning, I'm sure, because my mom was not earning, but my dad will give the full salary and she will write it. This is the expenses and how to take care of surplus and the deficits. So that's one thing which you should keep it. Good thing is nowadays lot of apps are there to make sure that what to write it across. If you're not used to it, please write it in a diary. I still write it in Excel. I do write that what are my expenses and how I am taking care. That is the one thing is make me a habit of, irrespective of how much you are earning or not earning, but making sure that you are in your budget and you are tracking your income versus an expense. So that's the one thing. Try to have in plan. I'll give you simple example on our vacations. Most of the time we do 3 to 4 in a year. And now, of course, COVID, we don't have it, but COVID time we have been doing a shorter vacation. I mean that within the state or something like that. We have done it maybe 3 or 4 already. So what we always say is, okay, when we are going for 3 days vacation, maybe it's like a here to Coorg or I can say Chikmagalur or Mysore or whatever, we'll say, okay, we will spend around 50K. So we will try to find within that budget how we will be able to get the best deal. We will try to find how to take care of the timing
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತಿನ್ನು
wise.
ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬೇರೆ ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು.
So please try to make your budget, income and expense in advance. And that is a very good thing, because if your kids are a little big, you should do that and they start planning. And that's what we do it in our house. We have a 14 years old son and 20 years old daughter. So we say, this is the budget. Now you decide where you wanted to eat, where you wanted to stay, and come up with the plan, and we just go with them. So they have a habit of just doing a research and finding a best deal and what are the things to be done there, where all you should go, and what is their ticketing system. So it's very nice to make them also plan for it. Being a woman, the best part, I always feel we are the best planner, because I have seen my parents, our grannies and everything. We are the good planner. It's a God gifted one, so you don't have to worry, because same thing happening just before this thing. I have both the servants are on leave 3 days, and I was telling that I have to make sure that taking care of making a food, taking care of household, and come back for the webinar. So we are able to do our self planning very well, to get up early and do all those things. So I'm sure that we do very well our multitasking. So we don't have to worry about it, which is the second level. We keep taking a different hats, and I think so the question keeps going on. There's a story of there's a couple who loves each other, and they says that, okay, one day we will spend time with ourselves, and this is okay, fine, and nobody, whoever comes, we will not open the door. So they said, okay, fine. And after sometimes in afternoon, they found somebody is ringing the bell, and they saw peeped from the IP, and they said that what happened. He says, no, boy side's parents has come. So the wife says, yes, we said no, we will spend time with ourselves, so please not to open and all. And he feels very bad and all, and they says, okay, fine. Then in the evening, there is another ring came, and then there is a girl parents are come. So the boy said the same thing, okay, we have told and all. And she started feeling bad, they have come from so far, they're so tired, what to do and all. And then boy opened the door. Then their lives continued and all. And afterwards they got one baby boy. Then second also they got a baby boy. Third time they got the baby girl. So the third time it was a very massive party that guy give it across. So the wife says, I never understood, the first 2 times you didn't do a good massive party, and now you're giving such a big party. He says, I'm doing a party because I know who will open the door for me. And that's where I always feel that daughter's wife and we have different hats as a boss or a colleague or a best friend, and we are very, very emotionally high to take care of all the relationships. That's a good habit. We are not so much risk averse. We try to make sure that we fine tune our mind to have a best of flexibility, and we are very, very high in emotions, and this things works. And we always say the woman is the one person who binds a full family, what may be with the best way, and that's where we are trying to use all these our I can say emotions. I can tell you last for 13, 14 years, I've been working in Right Horizon previously, even though I was in IT. People claims every time that people make money because who have money. But I can tell you, people make money who have few attributes or behavior skills. And one of them, I can say you and women have the highest is they are the very high disciplined person. They takes emotions very high. So we will always try to say, okay, for my kids' education, I will try to invest for it. Let me start saving for my rainy days. You go and speak with anybody. We are very, very high, and that's where we are being managing so well. I've already spoken this. The what financial freedom means. There are so many things, but to me, it means it if something happens to me today, because nobody knows what is going to happen. All the financial goals of my family is able to achieve. That is what you mean by financial freedom to me. You have the debts are being paid if something happened to me, my kids educations are taken care, my spouse retirements are taken care, and if your parents are depend on you, they are have. So because I was writing a will for one of my again woman investor, this I got this person as a good friend also of mine. She lost her husband last year due to cancer, and then I have taken her the wealth transfer and all. And she says that's now actually when she was writing a will 2 months back, she said actually I wanted to write a will first is in case something happens to me, my parents every month expense are taken care first, and then I will give it to somebody. So that is the one thing which I felt it I have never thought of, because she herself is 55, our parents are 75, but we don't know what may happen anytime, and it is right. So whoever is dependent on you, you are taking care of them and making sure that you are financially free. So I'll just put a small video. Please let me know if you are able to hear the.
You work very hard because you want very best things for you and your family. So, begin setting up smart goals based on what you want. Making sure they are specific with clear details, measurable with exact amount, attainable but challenging enough, realistic with necessary skills and knowledge. And it should be time bound so that you start taking action without any delay. Next, you need to know where you stand financially. List down what and how much assets you own. Also list down how much liabilities you have. The difference between these two is your real net worth. It will give you an idea about how far you are from your goals. Third pillar is to know how much you need to save. Normally, people save whatever is left after spending from their income. But the right way of saving is to set aside at least 30% of your income based on your financial goals from your income. And then use what is left for your expenses. And finally, you need to create a budget for your finances. Budget helps you to save more. Also ensure that the payment of personal debt should not exceed 25% of your income at any level. Call us now to build.
This is what it says, what is financial planning. So we should always have a very clear what are my goals and how I manage it. So financial goal normally comes in a 3 different buckets. One bucket is talking about risk management. I think so all of us has learned enough in the last 1.5 year. I don't have to speak much on risk management, but mainly I'm talking about to have a very good health cover and take care of a term cover if people are dependent on your salaries. So one thing I can tell you, most of us, please ask your spouse if you're not working, and if you're working, make sure that you have enough health cover for your family, and if possible, keep it for your parents also, of dependent parents, because they may not be able to get it now. So most of the time, people used to say that Rachna, 3 to 5 lakhs is enough. I'm sure all of us have heard. You must have seen and read it somewhere. Even 5 or 10 lakhs was less sometimes. So I recommend at least minimum keeping 10 lakhs as a health cover for all of you. Please make sure do that. Term cover, as I told you, term cover is just a life cover. So if you're earning, I'm not sure, because when I was going through, some of them were earning, some of them were not earning. So make sure whoever is earning, and all the goals is dependent on the earning member more, or how much you are earning, that contribution is you are giving. So for example, me and Anil both are earning, but our investment option, we both are giving 50-50%. So if I'm doing a 50%, so all the goals of our kids' education and retirement, I should make sure that much I take care of a term cover 50% also. That term cover is the one thing I can say, it's very, very cheap, easier to take. Please take it when you are young, because what is your premium now, it will be the same till you're 75. It doesn't change. Health keeps changing, but term doesn't change. Try to do it. It is, I always try to teach people on term cover is simple as your car insurance. All of us paying a car insurance, I just drive a smaller car, which is i10, and I don't know, Grand i10 or whatever. So I pay around 8,000 bucks, and the car value you can think of it 7 lakhs or 8 lakhs. For 8,000, 8 lakhs I'm paying. And for us, we are priceless. I have seen people not even paying 8,000, and I can tell you, if I just buy 8,000 rupees term cover, I may get it approximately 50 to 80 lakhs cover for me. So it is always try to good to have it a more cover. Of course, I have covered ourselves because of a director and others as a 3 CR, but I'm trying to say minimum you should take it 50 lakhs to 1 CR, because it will be much, much cheaper than your car insurance, and they have a value and you are a priceless. So start giving importance to ourselves and take care of that. Second thing is emergency fund. We don't know when the emergency may come. Try to keep it in emergency fund, like how much monthly you spend. I'm just giving example. If you're spending 1 lakh a month, keep it at least 5 to 6 lakhs in your FD plus SB account, where you can take any time. Goals, very important, as we saw in the video. Most of the goals are nowadays retirement, because all of us knows none of us are going to get a pension like our parents. Kids education trends are being changing. People wants to send their kids abroad also. And even in India, it's not so cheap. It's very, very costly when you do a graduation in BE and even architecture or anything. It's coming approximately 15 to 20 lakhs for full 4 years. And the master also comes again for 20 to 30 lakhs. So please make sure that we save for the goal-based also. These are the very generic level. Everybody is unique. Everybody's goals are different, but these I'm just giving how the people are been going. Like when we are young, we wanted to buy a house and the car. Then we get married and have kids. So we have start thinking a serious investment on the kids' education. Now vacation has come little before also, because a lot of time people says that now when I'm old, when I don't know I'll be healthy enough to take a vacations, and now vacation has become little higher. Previously we used to always say vacation is if you have money you go, but now a lot of people started taking vacation much higher than the even kids education and the retirement. I believe that retirement should be the always top most, even though younger you are, better number you can have a number of years more, compounding more, because for a kid's education also you have an education loan, okay, but this retirement is nothing like that. So you only have to make sure. And one thing is very good, I can say, change in our thought. Previously if you ask my parents and that age, they will say that okay, we will stay with our kids and then we will make sure our retirements are taken care. But now we have seen ourselves, we are not been staying where the parents are staying. We are been having a different places. We are been traveling. So all the, now it's a nuclear family. So we don't expect our kids to take care of us. So it's the best way is we have made a mind and thought that we have to take care of our own retirement. And that's the one thing I felt it is have to be taken care to make sure, because most of us seriously started investing around 30 to 35. And now if I speak with an average person, they say, Rachna, by 55, I should retire. So what happened from 55 till 85, I'm saying a longevity on average, people are living till 85. You have to make sure almost 30 years of pension of your own. You're not even saving 30 years, but you're taking out the money 30 years. So you have to make sure that how much money you should save it, and faster the best. So it's called wealth creation, wealth management, and wealth preservation. Setting up the financial goal is very, very important. As I told you, please try to give in your income how much you are giving a prioritization, and then you allocate the money. Whenever you are investing, make sure you are linking to a goal. This money I'm putting for the, I can say, for the kids' education. And that's what I do. What I have been doing in SIPs for kids. So I move from money from my account to kids' accounts. And then from kids' account, it goes in SIP. So you know that I, even in the best of emergency time, I don't redeem the money from their account, because that I know that is for their higher education. So be specific what investment you are doing for what goal. So it's easier for us to track it. And second thing is, for the smaller thing which you may think it is an emergency, but you will not redeem it from that part of it. So what are the four, I can say, special behavior things where we can say the attitude towards achieving the financial freedom or financially free is, first level is to set a goal. So very important part is to take care of the goal setting. Most of us doesn't have the goals. And when we see, no, we will take care, we will manage, that thing sometimes it doesn't work. And I feel making a goal and then that's a half work done, and making then next is to how to execute to achieve. Most of us, they say that 87% failing to plan is planning to fail. So we don't plan. And that's one of the reason we are not able to achieve the financial goals. So there is a two story of two good friends. One friend says that they were, I'm talking about the person who has told it is their coach, says that who started their careers together. They were equally talented. Maybe A was better than the B, but B went for playing for 24 years, but A disappeared and failed to live the successful early in his career. So who is A and B? Is a well-known player for both of them is Kamli and Tendulkar. So what is the difference between both of them? It was only discipline. Discipline has made them a lot more different. And even in the rain, people says, even his coach Tendulkar says, even if it is a high rain, he will make sure that he will do the practices on. And that didn't happen. And if it is, I can say it is in a health, or it is a investment, or it is a personal, or is a sports, only disciplines makes a lot more difference. So successful investment takes discipline and the patience. No matter how great the talent and effort you can have, sometimes it just takes a time, a duration to grow. So you can't have a baby if 9 women are pregnant in 1 month. So that's the one thing which we have to remember. It is like a tree. I always say your portfolio or things is like a tree. So when you put a seed, you have to give them manure, you have to give the water, you have to give the sunlight. Then it grows and then start giving flowers and the plant and the tree. The same thing happened with your investment also. So please make sure that you have giving enough time. Most of us, I was giving yesterday training to one of the corporate, and that person says when you should exit. And that's a very good point. Normally I say that investing is very good, but you make money when you sell. So when you're selling, it's good to see that, okay, if the funds are not performing or fund manager has moved, or now like how market is overvalued, you do the profit booking, move it to the debt and then go back. But don't redeem and sit idle with the cash. because you think the market is like that. So you can book the profit, go to the debt over the period, take the risk less and go, we call an STP back. But you should not redeem the money till your goals are achieving, because all of us are working hard to make sure that all the goals are achieved. So don't redeem the money before the goal. I have never done for last 25 years, I can tell you, because my goals are only three: to take care of the kids' higher education and our retirement. None of them has happened. So even though we both have started taking a pension plan, it was not there till 35, 45 onwards, we both are getting a pension. We are not retired, so that money we are reinvesting as an SIP again. So please make sure that any investments you should not redeem till the goal has come. So please continue, have a good discipline, and good discipline can take care of your personal, your sports, your health and investment, everything. So it's like that. They keep saying, no, if you go and have the any gym membership, you are not going to reduce weight or become good and healthy, because you have to go every day and execute that. That's more important. As I said, discipline is a part and parcel of it. Make it a goal based. Don't keep emotion. And this is what I have been doing. I don't want all of you to make the same mistake. Don't reinvest the wheel. If somebody has invented the wheel, let us know what are their problems. We should not do it. So I'll give my example here. We got a first car on 14th of January, 14th Feb on 2001, when our daughter born. So I was very adamant not to sell the car, because I had a lot of emotions with that, being a first car, getting on the Valentine Day, getting the when the daughter born. And then Anil says, after sometimes it will not give him in kabadi wale ke dimag mein. So it's don't have an emotion attached to your investments. Take the emotions out and take the decisions. The difference between you and advisor, I can say, is, so when you are running, having your own portfolio, and suddenly portfolio has gone down. So this is another customer. He is having, I think so, US based stocks in one of the IT firm. It was $188. And then we says, okay, because of it has gone to the first level trigger of ESOPs, please try to come out with a 25%. And he says, no, I know it will go to the 200 plus and all, because I know internally and all this stuff. We said, okay, fine. So most of the time we give a trigger. Then after 1 or 2 months, he says, Rashna, it is coming to 177. So we said, still it is okay, because technicals are not supporting you. Please come out with a 25%. And you won't believe that person has sold at 110. And I keep telling, and then he says, Rashna, I'm very sorry I didn't listen to you. And I always tell them, because you were emotionally attached, you are not able to see the red line there. And for us, sometimes it's okay to go into the loss and go into the another one. We assuming that will give us a green. So whenever we are doing any investments or something, don't try to put an emotions part of it. Please try to take the, I can say not only here, even in kids, when we take any of the decisions, sometimes I always feel, and I tell to my daughter, no, I don't know, if you go abroad, I know you will not come back. Then I always think, no, it is good for them, so they have to do what is right. So most of the time we are so emotionally attached. We want all of us to be together. We want all, but let us not have an emotional attachment. We are trying to take not only this decision, any decision at a time. So this is the another video, which I believe that's the power of compounding, and I feel that's the best part of doing it.
If you want to go around the earth and start with 100 meters on the first day and double the distance every day, how long do you think it will take? 1 year? 10 years? Let's find out. Within 19 days, you would have covered 39,321 kilometers, while the equatorial circumference of Earth is about 40,075 kilometers. You would have traveled around the world in less than 20 days. But what if you stopped after 10 days? You would have hardly covered a little less than 77 kilometers. This is the power of compounding. power of compounding can help you to create a great wealth as well. How to leverage the power of compounding for maximum benefit? Start early and invest regularly. Nisha invests rupees 5,000 every month since the age of 25, while Nilesh invests rupees 7,000 every month since the age of 35. By the age of 60, both would have invested 21 lakh rupees. Assuming a return of 12%, Nisha will accumulate 2.75 crore rupees, while Nilesh will get only 1.19 crore rupees, which is 59% lesser than Nisha's wealth. This is why starting early is important. To create a wealth, start an SIP in equity mutual fund, and remember, to avail the power of compounding, staying invested for long term is the key.
Which is very, very true. And the good thing is we all think about the long term. So it is good to have a long term view, have a small amount, go across. So this is the another things. We have a walking group and quite a lot. So they were saying when there is a 9th of November 2018, when the demonetization came, and we go for a walk every day at 6:30. So somebody says, what you did yesterday night? I said, I slept. What else I did? So I said, you didn't hear there is a demonetization happen? I said, no. So they said, why? The nights? They said, full night we were going to fill the petrol. We did this, we did this. And I said, oh my God, what happened? They said, no, be this money. So I said, don't worry in our, because I am believing most of our IT people, we don't keep even cash also more than $3,000. So don't worry. So then they were saying, no, I am feeling bad because all our mother-in-laws and all, whenever money have given for their emergency, they have kept it the money. And now suddenly everything has come out and they have to give it to their spouses to make sure that you converted money. So I said, oh my God, I never knew that, keeping aside. So most of us, before even my mom and all, they will keep it in their, maybe wherever the box or whatever. So the difference between saving and investment is, when we are doing like this, we are just saving, and that 100 rupees next year it will becoming a 94 because inflation has gone. So let us not do savings. It's better we do an investment. Okay. And when we are doing an investment, we should know for what I am doing this investment. It is a short term, mid term, and a long term. For us, short term is 0 to 3 years, mid term is 3 to 8 years, and long is above 8 years. So as I told, patience is not ability to wait, but how to act while you're waiting is very, very important part of it. So allow your investment to make sure that it is having a compounding. This is my all-time favorite because I believe that we have been seeing a lot of time things are going how to plant a tree and everything because someone's sitting in the shade today because someone else has planted a tree long time back. And that's what we are is all about. So today when we are having the session, Walking Termites, talking about capitalism, talking about socialization and how the Chinese versus Indian versus US culture going on. So I was just trying to say that the good point is for us is you feel very happy. And of course, being an Indian, we feel very happy on India. But trying to say that how you can make sure you are free to do what you like to do it. And that's where is the one thing we always say is think about a second generation, third generation, which has not been there in both the countries as on today because they believe to live as of today and no need of giving to the next generation. Patience, very, very important. Not only in this, I am just trying myself. I am not having so much good patience, neither a good listening skill, trying my best to learn. But yes, this is the one thing which I feel it works very, very well when you have a disciplined investments with a long-term view, and that works wonders together. So this is the best part of SIP where you have patience works the highest.
Chinese bamboo is the world's tallest grass, which goes up to as high as 80 to 90 feet in a little over 5 years. When you sow the seed and start watering and nurturing it daily, you don't see it growing for 5 years. It would be frustrating, isn't it? But wait, miracle happens after 5 years. It grows from 0 to 80 feet in less than 90 days. Similarly, growing wealth through SIP also requires a lot of patience. Had you started an SIP of rupees 10,000 in September 2010 in large cap fund, the value of your total investment of 3.6 lakh rupees would have been 3.57 lakh rupees after 3 years. Had you stopped an SIP, this temporary loss would have been permanent loss. But had you continued an SIP at the end of the 4th year, your value of total investment of 4.8 lakh rupees would have been 6.95 lakh rupees. And if your SIP still continues till March 2019, the value of total investment of rupees 10.3 lakhs would have been 17.38 lakh rupees. Remember, correction is temporary, growth is permanent. So continue your SIP for long term to create wealth. Mutual fund investment.
How to manage risk. This is the one thing very, very important in our personal finance. And I feel very nice to tell you that we as a woman don't take much risk. So we always try to see that how much we can manage without much taking risk and do it across. And this works wonders. So you don't have to worry about it. But make sure that you don't take all the funds and everything which doesn't have a risk, because if you don't take any risk, you may not be able to take care of inflation. Make sure that some part you don't take risk, which is normally 100 minus your age, you take an equity and the rest risk. Rest of it, at least take some risk to give a good return as an overall level. So my takeaway from this session, before I take any questions and answer, is set your goals, make the smart decisions, have patience, focus on the goal, and manage your risk. Without fail, please take care of emergency, contingency, and health and the life cover. I'm happy to have any questions. Thank you.
Ma'am, there's this question from Vijaya Kulkarni.
Yeah.
One sec. Yeah, I have invested 3 years ago. All the share value have gone down now, more than half. So how is it good for me? And then she's continued the question saying, it would have been better if she would have invested in FP.
Can you please make it unmute and tell me? I'm not able to understand the full question, please.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had invested in some shares 3 years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Everything has gone down like really badly, very low right now. Been waiting
No,
for it.
last 2 years back, you're saying.
Yeah, I had invested 3 years ago. So it's all now hardly any value. So that's when I feel, had I put it in FT, at least it would have fetched something.
That's a very good learning, Vijay, as you have told us, because I'm very surprised you're saying that it is bad, because all the stocks in last 1.5 years are giving you 70 to 80% returns.
Okay, so, if you want, I can give you the names also.
No, you can give me offline, because this is another learning I have done it, and thanks for sharing this. Because most of the people have bought the shares on somebody else's tips. They have not done the research themselves. Okay. When we are learning something nice, you should take the companies which you are aware of. Like somebody says, yeah, I know Asian Paint because I have heard and people using Asian Paints. I know Reliance, I know Infosys. I am trying to say the some things when we are learning, because the broker and the trader makes money, even you make money or not. So please don't buy the shares in front. It's okay to have a learning, as she has done wonderful learning. And please tell me, I will try to say where you can save and get the money. So I keep telling people, including me, I don't have an demat. Of course, I am not having a demat because as of compliance officer, as a SEBI, I cannot have it. But I normally do it through mutual funds, because I know that fund manager is taking care of all of those. So one thing I want to all of you to tell that when you wanted to take a risk, take a calculated risk. Okay, I wanted to learn stocks. So let me put only 1 lakh and learn across. So in that should not impact your things. Vijay, please give me the details. I'll try to help you out to give you better than the FDs, because
Okay.
I'm very surprised you're still in a negative, because last 2 years back, which is negative, I can understand. But now all the people who have a stock should be about 12 to 14%.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, where can I send this, my details?
Nitisha, can you just write it an email
Yes,
ID?
ma'am. I will take care of this. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you
And-
so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Any other questions, please?
Yeah, there is someone. Okay, Lucky, you can go ahead.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Lucky.
Ma'am, actually, I have started investing in mutual funds since 2018,
Okay.
but through a broker, not directly,
Okay.
like Chirodha. But ma'am, I just wanted to know how you will know that exactly what mutual funds you would like to buy. Means, during investment, my father told me that you are spending money so much carelessly, so you should save some or invest some. So that's why I am interested in investing mutual funds. But ma'am, right now I thought that I should invest more in mutual funds, and specific in which company or in which share I should buy.
So
Because
I will recommend, because I am doing that. I don't buy the share stocks now because we don't have so much time to track the things. Okay.
okay,
Until
yes, ma'am.
unless somebody tracks very regularly, then only they make money, or they buy and keep it for long, they make money. So in the mutual funds, whatever you're doing, even if you're doing like a say 5K, okay, 5,000 rupees, divide into the 4 mutual funds. You don't
Okay.
have to worry. I'm sure now all the mutual funds company, fintech, Zerodha, whichever it is, they will say that one large cap fund, one mid cap, small cap, and balance fund. Take top 2 or top 3, whatever they're showing, one of them, and keep it for long. You will get good. So don't put all your SIPs or all the mutual fund into one time.
One time. Okay.
Keep
Thank
it
you
at
so
3 to
much, ma'am.
4 and take it across. Whichever platform you're using, they will give you top 3. Choose one from them.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome.
Ma'am, next question. Can you please explain one of the best investment plan for mid and long-term investment?
Personally, as I told you, I have been doing for last 26 years. If somebody wants to do long-term investing and creating a wealth, is an SIPs. And if you're making as a one-time investment, make sure that you do the STP. STP is like a systematic withdrawal plans. Nobody can time the market. So over the period and keep it for long. So whenever you are doing an investment, divide your investment into, we call a model portfolio, where you take care of large cap, mid cap, small cap. There are mutual funds or stocks, they call these cap wise, like a bigger company, middle, smaller company, and a smallest company, like that. And keep it for long, it will work the wonders. I don't want you to, I'm not good in stocks, by the way, but I don't want to give the tips on the stocks also. Right Horizons, we don't do that part of it.
Okay, ma'am. The next question is also regarding stock. In which stock would you recommend to invest for 2-3 years?
50 years.
2-3 years.
2-3. I'm not the right person. If you want to give them more detail, I will put it to the equity research team of ours. They will be happy to tell you.
Next question. What do you think about NPS scheme?
NPS scheme is all time good, because it is giving you the tax benefit at now itself, and then it is going to link to your retirement. So please go ahead and take the NPS.
Next question. What is gold ETF?
It is like how you buy, I can say, a gold. So what you are doing in a gold, you are buying the gold as a physical gold. It can be a jewelry, or it can be a coin, or a biscuits, or whatever grams. So what people does it, like a fund manager also will buy the golds, but they buy the paper gold it is. So they will tell that ETFs is the same as electronic trading funds, where the same price of the gold what you are having, the similar work. So if the gold is gone 10% high, the ETF also goes 10% high. So most of the time, all of us, including I have a daughter, I keep saying, okay, I'll buy some jewelry for her marriage and all. and Anil will say that what you buy, your daughter may not like it. So what I have done I have done one of the SIP in gold ETF for her. So whenever she marries, that money I will redeem and buy a gold. So that makes sense the same way.
Any tips for housewives?
Yes, I believe that housewives, the best way is whatever you get it for your expense or something. It's easier to do half, maybe you spend it and half you invest it, which is for long term. Lot of time I have seen the teachers, housewife and all, they are been doing 5 to 10,000 rupees as these fixed pension plans, and then they get it across a regular pension because they feel very secure that I am being getting as a pension. So that's another way. A lot of time people are been telling me to do it, but it is okay to whatever money you are keeping for your own personal thing, put 50% into investment and 50% please spend. And I also believe all of us should treat ourselves. Don't wait that your kids and your husband will appreciate and you feel happy. You do what you like to do it because they have given money. I do it when I feel very happy because I love head massage. I just go and do head massage. So I'm just trying to say, you treat yourself. You don't worry about what other person treat. If they treat you, that's a happiness. But try to spend yourself time and money little bit for yourself also.
Next question, continuing with that only. Can you please suggest any good gold ETF?
Yeah, I'm just trying to say the gold ETF is the same link to the gold. So it doesn't matter it is you're taking an SBI or HDFC or Axis. It's the same thing. So you can take any one of them.
Next question from Akshay. My age is 23. Which one is better for me, NPS or PPF scheme?
So I should ask him itself that most of the time they both have a different aspects. Okay. NPS is linked because you're giving a tax benefit now also. If you're not availing a tax benefit, you can just go ahead and do whatever you want. You don't have to do. Both are logged in. PPF is 6.4% tax-free returns. NPS may give you good returns because they have a equity linked. So you may better, if you're looking for a perspective of retirement, you may do it in NPS. But NPS is a longer term lock-in than the PPF.
One more question. How to manage gifts and jewelry?
Pardon?
How to manage gifts and jewelry? Gift.
Good thing is the gifts are tax-free. So I'm assuming you're talking about gift money. So if the parents give the gifts even 10 lakhs or 10 crore, there is no money gift tax you have to pay across. Only what you invest from the gifts you have to take care. So gifts you don't have to worry. And talking about jewelry, as I told you, everybody, it depends on their bring and brought up and the culture. I don't believe it in jewelry system because I always believe please try to have a jewelry which you can wear. I love like a hanging and earrings and which I buy every year and I change every week. So if you have a jewelry and keeping in a locker and not wearing and it is not increasing, it makes not much sense to me at least. But yes, depending on your own value system and culture, a lot of time I have heard people saying that now we have to give 1 kg or 2 kgs. They don't talk in a grams, they talk in a kgs that we have to do and we buy. So that's fair enough because you may have so many generations, those things are coming across. But buying and keeping, it makes sense when you are wearing, please do that part of it.
Next question. If I go for the gold bonds, will the making and breaking charges and tax implications eat away the earnings?
So those are 24 karat gold perspective. There is no making and tax inflection. Of course, the tax is there as a capital gain, but it is not like a making charges kind of things. They take it.
Ma'am, we are done.
Rachna, one question from my end. Now
Yes,
they say
please.
that market is high, right? Should you start an SIP now? Is this a good time to start SIPs now?
So to me is always, this question came to me yesterday also that market is all time high. We should do or not. And I believe there is nothing called high or low. Because you are comparing with somebody and then you're making it high or low because you're comparing with maybe a 2 years down line, 2 years back it was so low and now it is high. I don't believe it is in a high, and we believe the next 10 years is going to be multi-bull run and we may be crossing double the what we are. So in our any of our WhatsApp, I can say, or a Telegram, our heading is like this: the Nifty is Sensex, where we can say that Sensex at 1 lakh. That's the way the headings are of all of them, and we believe that we are in a top 6 already in the GDP and top 8 in our market capitalization also. The soon we are coming. It is nothing called is high or low, and especially when you're doing SIP, STP, please go ahead. We are expecting a market one corrections now because it's very high valued before it takes a multi-bull run. If you have a profit, long-term profit, book the profit 30%, go to the debt and do the STP back. I hope I answered you, Irene.
So what you're ideally telling is if you're already doing SIP, then you should book the profit and then start new one, is it? That's what you're
So whatever past SIP data must have become a lump sum by now. So whatever is your profit coming a long term, 30% you move it to the debt and do the STP to that debt part one time, but continue your SIPs.
But also, ma'am, the talk here is compounding will happen if you start early, right? So if you realize the money, does it make a difference? I mean, this is the question.
No, but it is reducing the risk. So of course you are continuing going back to the equity again.
Okay.
I have been doing this for 26 years. Yes, it makes sense.
Got it. Okay. Ma'am, one more question. So if we look at you talked about emergency fund saving and all, right? Is it okay to park money into mutual funds and not into FD and all, or
I do it for the liquid funds and the debt funds.
Got it. Okay. And ma'am, one last final question.
You can ask as many you want, no problem. Yeah.
So ma'am, I'm 27 now. And now there is this talks about owning a house or rent, I mean staying at rent and all. So any thoughts on that?
So new generation always believe that makes sense to have a rent. This is the universal level. Whenever we cross the 3 trillion GDP, so people started moving from physical asset to the, I can say it's a financial assets. So if you see abroad and all, people will start feeling because of that. So now, as of today in India, even including us, we believe that one should be there. But if you see the financially, it doesn't make sense. Because now if you're going to have I can say maybe a 70 lakhs house, and if you are giving a rent may be 20 to 30K. So it is still financially doesn't make sense. It's more of an emotional call. But youngsters prefer to not to have their own house because they have a flexibility to move for new jobs or new places like that.
Ma'am, can I have one question?
Got it. Thank you.
Please.
Yeah, I'm Himangi here. Can you please just the last question? Can you suggest some liquid fund and debt fund? Good liquid fund.
So liquid funds and debt funds are like, I can say it's like an FD. So when you are going to an FD, it doesn't matter you're taking an SBI FD or you're taking a HDFC or ICICI FD. So similarly, you will just don't believe it in what funds are good or not funds are good. But of course, you please write it to me, the email. I will make sure Nidhisha gives what we should look at. And good thing is because of Franklin Templeton issues, SEBI is becoming little harder on the mutual funds to make sure that they have a liquidity. We normally underline the debt funds. We see they are plus or not bonds and all. We will look around and I'll give it to you. But don't worry, liquid funds and debt funds are good enough. We don't have to
at least we can. Yeah, at least we can some of the FDs we definitely can.
Yes. Underlying funds, we will just look and give it to you. Please, Nidhisha, just take the name and the number and give it to
Himangi Devi. Yeah, I have registered.
I have a question, ma'am.
Ramya.
Yeah. So when we are telling about how to study the company, what are the things we have to look at for the company before investing, and what are the information we can trust or not to trust? Okay, Nidhisha, just give it the email. I have done this webinar now, Ramya, 2 weeks back. What to look at and how to buy. Okay, so it's like I always say, most of us, we just see the past performance and the ranking and we buy it across, which may not be the true. So most of the time people will have to see the different ratios and all, and the common person doesn't understand. So for me, I always believe, try to see 5 years or 10 years their returns and see the standard deviation, how the fund is performing
when the market is low. Market is high, everybody is fund manager, so you don't have to worry about it. Take a long run, it will work wonders. So most of the time, if you go to Value Research or Money Control or Morningstar, you just say, if I want to invest 10,000, 2,000 each, large cap, mid cap, small, hybrid, and you can say the multi-cap kind of it. They will say that you just write these lines and they will give you the comparisons with their benchmarks, and it will be comparison with the peers. Whichever you feel in a top 5, which is consistent and look only for 5 years and 10 years perspective, just go ahead, it will work wonders. You don't have to worry about, these are normally like we take care of underlying funds, we take care of ratios and all. When we start, I have always do, when you do a lot of analysis and no, it will go to the paralysis. It doesn't work.
Hello.
Yes.
This is Prasad speaking from Mysore, Karnataka.
Yes.
Madam, you had suggested liquid funds to keep our contingency fund or emergency fund.
Yes.
What we feel is that in the liquid funds, presently the returns are very, very low. Somewhere comparable to SB banking.
FDs and SB. Correct. You're right.
Will it not be prudent to invest in some small finance banks which are offering somewhere around 6% in SB account itself?
This thing I will try to give it to the customer. Sometimes I say emergency, you keep it in FDs because that gives a mindset. So if you're not in high taxable, you can keep it in those in their wife's name, they keep it and all. But I normally don't give a banks which is giving a higher SB or higher FD. You must have seen in a Yes Bank, you have seen 18 cooperative banks which has been closed and they didn't get the principal. So these are the things I always tell that you have to decide, because banking system is a very clear cut. How much I am getting a deposit and how much I'm lending. So if my deposit rates are high, so they are giving a lending at very high. And if the lendings are high, it means that your risk is very high. So if you want an emergency, lot of customer, 90% of the time I said, you please keep it in your FDs only to have a peace of mind also.
Because we are thinking it is prudent to keep in SB account which can offer 6%. Because it is covered under Deposit Insurance Credit Guarantee Corporation of India, a unit of RBI. Because we are covered.
But still, if the bank is like a Yes Bank, a lot of people, even Citibank and long back, they were not able to get because RBI give only 5 lakhs.
That is what, madam. Up to 5 lakhs, we can keep it safely?
Yes, you should. That's what I'm saying. You can. Above 5 lakhs, it makes no sense.
One more request, madam. We are actually retired persons and we do hold retirement corpus, and we would like to have a educational program from you, how to deploy our retirement corpus judiciously in future. I'll
make sure that in September I'll do it, because I have more than 10 customers whom I'm handling above 60 years, where they have got the retirement corpus, and their major point is that, Rachna, I want a capital protection and better than FDs. That's the way I explain them, and that's what their needs are. So I'm handling them. So I will do this session maybe in September. Thanks for your input.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ma'am, we are done.
Thanks a lot and have a wonderful weekend and enjoy yourself and spread happiness. Stay safe. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.